Hey guys, Paul from Ashen Phoenix. It's a new comic day for the week of September 13th, and we're going to get started right now. This episode brought to you by Campfire Ashes. We have a new episode of Campfire Ashes dropping Friday, and then for the entire month of October, we're going weekly. So tons of Campfire Ashes stuff coming up. So check it out. There's links in the description down below where you can catch other episodes on this channel every other Friday.
Hey guys, it's Tim from Capes and Scowls. Paul and Tim do a thing, Team Ashen, and the comic book store. And I've got like 9 million trades to tell you about. Don't you want to learn about trades? I've got Almighty, which Patton Oswalt says is amazing. And that's enough for me, really. We've got Black Cloak, which I did issue 1 of this. It was very good, which is a cool Kelly Thompson story. We got Torrent, which one of us did. I don't remember which one. Matt, maybe? Yep, it was you.
Yeah.
None of this matters. Captain America Cold War. This was, I think, a couple one-shots. Yes, mostly. The trade includes several tie-in issues as well. We got the Magic Order, Book 4. This was always a really cool story. I'm glad to see that it kept going. It's definitely one of my more favorite things Millar has done in recent times. Dark Knights of Steel. This is just volume 1. This is already out in hardcover. Now there is the soft cover. This is actually for Batman Day. It is a special cover for Batman 89, which is kind of fun. Bishop War College. That's a weird college. The Last Barbarians. One of the many Barbarian books that have come out recently. This one is kind of fun. It's got cool art. We got Moon Knight. He's the greatest superhero of all time, and I think he is my favorite, so, you should definitely be getting Moon Knight. It has stayed very good, in all seriousness. Spawn, Compendium, number 5. Normally, I'd say you couldn't kill a man with this, but it is Spawn, so I think you could get there. We've got Marvel-verse Kraven the Hunter, if you want to learn how good Kraven is before a movie tells you otherwise. We've got Captain Marvel, Game On. This covers the 2019 series, issues 1 through 6, and a couple other tie-in books. Star Wars, Sanastaros. This is her miniseries that came out recently. We've got the second Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So many descriptors in there. It's a bunch of kids doing a bunch of flippy-doos. You love it. You love it. Batman and the Joker, The Deadly Duo, Deluxe Edition hardcover. What makes it deluxe? About 1.5 inches. We have Harley Quinn. I'm only here to pop Matt.
The art was fantastic.
It was very good. Silvestri. I think it's all maybe the covers. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's very good. Harley Quinn, Legion of Bats. This is in the style of the animated series that is very good. So if you like that series, here's some more stuff that is not in the show. Captain Marvel, the saga of Monica Rambeau. Monica Rambeau is a pretty cool character, and I always enjoy her. So this is a pretty cool mix of stuff if you're new to her. And then we've got these Penguin books, Penguin Classics Marvel Collection, talking about the Avengers. And then there's one talking about the X-Men. And then there's one talking about the Fantastic Four. So 2 good books. And finally, we have The Forged, which is by Greg Rucka. This is a really cool book. This sold really good here at the store. People seem to really enjoy it. Paul liked it. So worth checking out. And that was a lot of trades.
First up, we have Batman, Gargoyle of Gotham, issue number 1. I like Black Label titles just because they're not in continuity, so anything can happen. This is a first-year type Batman story where Batman is grittier and darker than normal. Still has the don't kill anybody thing, but like about as bad as you could possibly be. Like I said, this is a first-year kind of story where his vow is kind of getting in the way of being a normal person. So he plans on just killing off Bruce Wayne and being Batman, and is dealing with another person who has kind of given his life over to their own identity. And it's very creepy. The art here is, it kind of fits with the whole thing. This is very much like a Cuphead type villain. If you know anything about Cuphead, or we're talking like 1920s animation style, kind of creepy person in this, mixed in with a very, very gritty, creepy, macabre type storyline. It's a fun one. If you like Batman stuff, you want to check something out new with some kind of familiarity, this is one to grab.
All right, guys. First up for me, I got Daredevil #1 from Marvel. This is the new team. This is Saladin Ahmed and Aaron Cooter. Picking up where Zdarsky left off. This is, and I guess if you don't want to know how Zdarsky's ended, because it did just end, skip ahead a little bit, because I have to reference it a little bit. Basically, what you had happen was Matt ended up going to hell, and through supernatural circumstances is alive again. He is a priest now, and he is helping at a orphanage kind of place. He's helping some kids that need help, but he has memories a little bit of a different life, and he doesn't realize yet that it's Daredevil. You do have Elektra running around in this. She is helping him keep the place afloat, and there is some really cool demon stuff that happens in this. So this is going to have a very much have a heaven and hell kind of aspect to the book, at least to start. And oh man, the art was so good. The art was very, very cool. I enjoyed all the demon stuff that happened in this, and I definitely think if you were like, I don't know about Daredevil, this is a cool jumping on point. It's a different Daredevil story. So check it out.
Hey guys, Matt from Capes and Scowls and the comic book store fame, and I am back to tell you some more unsolicited opinions about comic books. First up, I read Werewolf by Night #1 by Derek Landy. It was a pretty cool little one-shot. It comes just in time for Halloween. You get to see Elsa Bloodstone and Jack Russell team up again. And some zany things happen, but really what got me into this book was the art. If I can show you guys. It almost has like a noir style art, and then everything that has Elsa Bloodstone in it, you get a splash of color. It definitely makes for an interesting storytelling angle. Like I said, it's a good little one-shot. Comes in time for Halloween. If you like Werewolf by Night, you'll probably like this.
Who did the art?
Fran Gallan.
Okay.
Gallan.
That guy.
Yeah. You do great art, Fran. The man.
Good job, Fran.
Werewolf by Night #1. Check it out.
And my pick of the week, it is I Hate Fairyland, issue #9. Story just keeps getting better. We have young Gert because young Gert killed the protagonist of the story a couple issues ago. So original Gert is back, and she is trying to get Duncan to get his key so that way they can get out of Fairyland. And a lot of familiar faces kind of pop up, and we have just the insane level of violence that we've expected from I Hate Fairyland that seems to almost get ratcheted up a little bit more because Gert's just a vicious killing machine, and this is a lot of fun. This is witches and dragons and foul-mouthed children and everything that you come to expect from another issue of I Hate Fairyland. This series has been going strong, and definitely love it. You should grab it.
All right, it's time for my pick of the week. Paul, do you know what my pick of the week is?
Not a clue.
Yes, you do.
Do I?
No, you don't. It's Avengers Incorporated #1.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
No, you wouldn't have. By Al Ewing, and I don't know the first name, something Kirk. I'll find it for you. I'll take all day if I have to. Leonard Kirk. I enjoyed your artwork. Pretty cool story. This is a noir detective story about the Wasp. You are following the Wasp, who is working with Luke Cage down at the raft to solve a murder mystery. A bunch of low-level goon C-tier, but I love them in my heart, villains get murked, and she's trying to figure out how that is even possible. There are some very interesting clues, and she just needs to make it make sense. There is a lot going on in this story. There's a lot of setup as well. I think this is very cool to make a detective story like this, and I know when Al Ewing is on, Al Ewing is amazing. So if you enjoyed Immortal Hulk, for example, maybe this is for you. He's doing a different genre here. His Ultimates was very good. I think this is potentially a very good story from him. And if you just like detective stories, this one's going to be different because there's superpowers involved. I enjoyed it. I'm down to read more. So check it out.
And my pick of the week this week is Batman and Robin #1. This takes a much different angle than Paul's Batman pick. This picks up on the coattails of that Batman Catwoman Gotham War story we got a couple weeks ago. Where the pieces fell with that, I don't want to spoil too much for you, but it pretty much leaves Bruce and Damian to their own devices. You see them move into, we'll say, the Upper East Side. Looks like a nice little suburban neighborhood. And you kind of get to see how Bruce is going to deal with the fallout without the Bat family and with really the punkiest Robin you could pick. So it's going to be interesting. But Batman Robin #1, it's making my pull list. Check it out.
All right, guys, that is it. Thanks for hanging out with us. Make sure you check out the new episode of Campfire Ashes, which comes out on Friday. And don't forget, once October gets here, every week, a ton of Campfire Ashes. Paul's going to do 1 a week, right?
Yep.
You couldn't have done 2 a week?
No.
No?
No.
You can't sacrifice the quality for quantity?
You go do 2 a week.
Maybe I will.
We'll
Sounds like a challenge. I can get that in by October. What do you think?
We'll start our Tron podcast. We'll get like 8 episodes done.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Paul got spicy. Go check it out if you want. I'm sure you would enjoy it. It is a good podcast. I do enjoy it.
Thank you.
I like to ignore it for a while. Then I listen to a lot of it, and I just randomly click on it. I don't even know who's right, because it's either Paul or Justina. I don't even know whose story it is. I just like, oh, this thumbnail's bonkers. Let me click on it. This is how I click on things on my phone, which is only so big, and I'm like going like this. It's a miracle I listen to anything.
This week is just seeing the story.
This week is a Justina story, so that's a good one. So make sure you get in there. It's going to be the best story ever. I promise. Because I don't care if you don't agree with me.